Ladies and gentlemen, it's my pleasure to introduce another participant in this year's video, Brandon von Liski.
Good morning. My name is Brandon von Liski, and I have been a part of the Sparc family for 10 years. From my very first day at Sparc, my life's journey has been filled with positive experiences and people who care about my future. Let me share with you part of my life through my eyes. Before I came to Sparc, my life was much different because for the first 11 years of my life, I had no formal diagnosis. There were several theories, but no conclusive diagnosis. Then, at age 11, a doctor gave me a diagnosis. He said that it was a textbook example of Asperger's syndrome. I was never, and still am not, textbook anything except Asperger's. We will leave it to future generations whether or not I belong in a textbook. The German psychiatrist Hans Asperger first wrote about the characteristics of the syndrome that would eventually bear his name. His research included studies of several individuals, mostly young men of various ages. Some of his discoveries include the individuals could not make eye contact, the individuals had problems empathizing with others, the individuals had difficulty socializing with peers, and the individuals could not understand others' facial expressions, and the individuals took all statements literally. Many on the outside look at having a disability as a disability. I look at my disability as the ability to live an acceptably eccentric life full of discoveries and becoming a better, more well-rounded person due to Sparc. Sparc has provided me with opportunities for personal growth, life skills growth, professional growth, and advocacy growth. Sparc provided the necessary transitional pathway from an educational setting to a professional setting. In other words, Sparc has given me the skills to work, be productive, learn life skills, feel successful, enjoy living in my Silla, and to be happy. I currently live in a Sparc-operated community-integrated living arrangement. At the Silla, I am able to work on life skills, to socialize with staff and other individuals, to be myself, and to get out into the community. For example, I am a volunteer at the Abraham Lincoln Presidential Museum and find the experience to be rewarding. I attend Illinois Symphony concerts and theater productions in the community. In addition, I'm in a professional training program at the Illinois Department of Transportation, the Student Professionals with Disabilities program. While at IDOT, and I work on procedures, I work on math skills, communication skills, office procedures, preparing records for microfilming, filing, and janitorial services. Each day at IDOT is a learning experience thanks to Sparc. I am taking part in the Special Olympics as a bowler. And I just would like to say that recently I participated in the Special Olympics area bowling tournament and got first place. Getting healthy, participating in athletics, and being part of our bowling team also helps me feel successful. With my work and social schedule, I am still able to work on my associate's degree in history at Lincoln Land Community College. I have always been a history buff, and Lincoln Land offers a wide variety of courses and also has a fantastic learning lab. Some of my favorite classes include the history of Chicago, the history of the Cold War, music appreciation, and meteorology. Before my experiences with Sparc, I have vivid memories of my life's journey through early adulthood. Some memories are painful, some memories are positively positive. For example, my elementary years were a nightmare because I had no friends. Kids made fun of me, and I had a different learning style. Also, without a formal diagnosis, my family took me to many doctors seeking guidance and support. However, Asperger's has helped me problem solve, even in my elementary school days. Spelling was never my strong subject in school, so I told my resource teacher that I was working on spelling in my classroom. I told my second grade teacher I was working on spelling during resource time. Well, I solved the problem for a brief time until they discovered my technique. My middle school years were spent in Kansas, specifically at Heart Spring in Wichita, Kansas. My parents made a difficult decision for me to become the best person possible educationally and personally. When my parents had to leave the Heart Spring campus, they cried. I said, "Don't cry, this is a good thing." And it was. Heart Spring paved the way for my future with Sparc. I was the first fully verbal student with Asperger's syndrome to attend Heart Spring. Upon my arrival, I quickly built a network of friends among the staff and students. That was 17 years ago. I would often speak for others when they could not. Other verbal students started arriving. You could say that I was a disability trendsetter. I transitioned from Heart Spring to a regular high school. My days at Wichita North High School were wonderful, and I still miss those days. At North High, I was able to take AP classes, join groups, graduate with classmates, and be myself. I made a gaggle of friends who I keep in touch with via Facebook. I was the manager of the girls' soccer team and was even able to travel to away games. Asperger's has provided me with insights about people, history, politics, and even water towers. For example, I was 2 years old when my baby sister was born. I was given the choice to go meet her at the hospital or travel by Big Blue, the water tower on Old Jacksonville Road first. You know what I chose. Asperger's has given me a vivid imagination, especially when reading. I started reading when I was 18 months old. I started talking long before that and have never stopped either one. Asperger's has given me the opportunity to become a part of Sparc, where everyone has abilities and strengths, where everyone is encouraged to be the best person possible, where everyone can feel successful. It is perfectly clear that life is made better through the efforts of everyone at Sparc. Sparc offers continued life skills learning, professional skills training, personal growth, advocacy opportunities, and community experiences. Sparc has given me the ongoing opportunity to feel successful and to keep going with my acceptably eccentric life. Remember, disabilities are really abilities with the guidance of Sparc. Everyone is successful through the efforts of Sparc. Thank you for joining me on this journey through my eyes. I would like to conclude by expressing a sincere thank you to the United Way for inviting me to speak to you this morning. At Sparc, we believe something we do every day is celebrate the triumph of the human spirit. If we do not accomplish this daily, we have failed as an agency. As I stand in front of you, I can honestly say I would have never imagined myself standing in front of an audience in 300 plus and presenting my story. Well, I did it, and at Sparc we will celebrate. Thank you.